Hi everyone, I'm Abby and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Now last episode we finished up Turnabout Visitor and we're gonna start the next case now. So, yeah, this is kind of like a flashback case actually, yeah. Yeah, Turnabout Airlines now. The murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yatakarasu. Thinking back, everything began that fateful day 2 days ago. Two days earlier. Big plane, isn't it? Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air, to be precise. Thank you for flying GoU Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We're asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Yeah. Ugh. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Because I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Though admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. What's this? Travel wallet, but it's not mine. I did someone else's travel wallet and it ended up in my pocket. Ugh, my head. Why won't this headache go away? Take care of this travel wallet later, or hand it off to an attendant. Ugh, from earthquake-like turbulence to an elevator. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. When I was still but a young child. It's caught up in a murder that happened in an elevator. How long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. What in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? On my side, could you please return to your Eek! He's dead! Please calm down. We must jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something happen? You murderer! What? No! You have it all wrong. It wasn't me. Yeah, first class. Everyone, I am sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I'm one of your flight attendants today, Rhoda Tenero. Fortunately, you just had a minor accident on this flight. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I caught a glimpse and it was a murder. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and make a scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. But someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off. Please, there is no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor and I assure you I am not the killer. Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body. So you say, however. I am sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I swear my honor as a professional flight attendant. Oh, is that right? I know what I saw. There's even strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence is she talking about? I've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, we will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm about to sit idly by like an accused of murder. Miss Tenero, was it? Yes. I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance? To do what? A chance to plead my case. And a chance to ask what you mean by incriminating evidence just now. The accused a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense? The professional flight attendant inside of you really call this action righteous? You have a point. Very well, I'll listen to what you have to say. Be wary of what you'll reveal. I'm afraid you'll only look even more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course, as you wish. Good. Very well then. Let's get started. I know for a fact that I didn't kill that man in the elevator. But I don't know what sort of evidence she has up her sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crimes really occurred. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you, standing there, a fish blood dripping off a murder weapon. So if you will please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. That's it? That's her evidence? I don't think you could ask for more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. Miss Tenero? Oh, what is with the yelling all of a sudden? Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Tenero, you say you saw the murder weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct? Yes. All that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. Do you know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Mr. Nero. What? Impossible! Now then, do you still think that I am the killer? That I killed him with a travel wallet? But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. You'd be so kind as to take a whiff. I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. Ah, then that's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The murder of dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. No! There, let's clear up that pesky accusation. Wait just a sec. That is, I mean, even a wall could be dead if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside, please. She's trembling and the tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light. No, I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself. She's a persistent one. Suppose you have no choice but to see what's inside. Mr. Nero, if you'd be so kind as to open the wallet, check its contents for me. Alright, I usually don't pry into passengers' belongings, but I have no choice here. It seems this passport is all that's in here. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport inside. Spenders, your wallet was a murder weapon argument moot. Wouldn't you agree? Please hear me out, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it now? Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is just as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet, didn't you? How dare you? You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue the wallet for the murder weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. As you claim, the murder weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? So even though I didn't have the murder weapon on me, you still suspect me, I see. You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. I kind of turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play. Yeah.
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a word in, Miss Tenero. What is it now? Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed a contradiction within your own testimony. What are you talking about? It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was a monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. I bet this scene would prove that the motive for the murder was not the money. Yeah, it's a bunch of money scattered around. If it really was a burglary, all the money wouldn't be there.
Take that!
May direct your attention to things strewn all over the floor. Ah! That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By rationale, these are the very things the killer was after. I think we're gonna assume the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with his killer. I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you could see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet. Ah yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks' passport. If you are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed, then your claim that it was all for an empty travel wallet. Forgive me, please. Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Ha, don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick. Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero? Yes? You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark and looking into the light from the elevator. It's easy to see you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense as you thought that I was the killer. Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you for releasing me. What is it now? Mr. Nero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Burgundian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who... I said that he is giving the roundabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant. Yes, sir. I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport. I'm sorry, sir. What exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I am finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You, how dare you try to waste my time? You were the one who stuck your nose into my affairs. I wanted to spend and even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it in English. Well, I should hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinc LeBlanc II. I'm a very wealthy man in Burgundia. I'm not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Mr. LeBlanc, what did you mean just now? Pardon? When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the runabout, I had to explain? Unbelievable. I will say it once and only once. I do not even have a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet we continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go into the elevator, going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. And what's the significance of that time? At 6, he says. Wait, you saw him at 6? Ah, oh, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? Well, it was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I'd say around 6:15. Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in a 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was this prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. And me too. I was watching the movie enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. I was still eating. Still haven't finished, see? The other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No compliance, I see. Not a single word against this, right? I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say. But you have what you say. The evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all? Mr. LeBlanc, I suppose you were quite certain what you saw enough to give testimony? Of course, I was looking at that man the whole time. He was playing with that annoying little, small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, that's what people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. From that description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. I believe what Mr. LeBlanc is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. A simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tenero? Yes? I was wondering if you might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. What? You want to examine the crime scene? And if you would grant me a little measure of time, so I can produce the real culprit. Don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pan. Yes, I think that's how you say it in English. It's fox guarding in the hen house. I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Mr. Nero, if we wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. Ha! This should not be approved. Please, Mr. LeBlanc, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. You were not planning to erase evidence when you were doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha! We will see. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable! I am in your debt, Miss Tenero. However, there is one condition. I'm to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural as I am still suspect in this case. Grrr. I take full responsibility and watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. If this is reassurance enough, there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? She might need me help with anything, feel free to use tea to talk. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. Yeah. Yeah. Like different people can talk to and stuff like that, but yeah. Yeah. It's a big plane, isn't it? Yeah. I want to thank you for your help back there, Mr. Nero. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed my iota. I see. I'll bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. You reserve the right to stop your investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time. It's When time runs out, it has in his captain's crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. Blanc's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes in first class without a staff keycard. I had no record of a keycard being used at all, which means that I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near those crime scenes since the murder was discovered either. Yeah. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. LeBlanc's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During the interval, the only person in the lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means the killer's around somewhere. If you are to believe what you say is true, then yes. First order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. What floor is this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? What is this sinister-looking figure on the floor here? Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Hugo. Just one of the many pieces of merchandise we saw at our in-flight shop. This bank is limited edition and so popular that we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter of the store is closed at the moment, but it was open when the whole flight up until Mr. Hicks's body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could this be the murder weapon? I doubt anyone was expecting to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. Mr. Hicks. He's really dead? Yes. She's trembling, though I can't fault her for that when there's a corpse right there. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes. I see she's over the trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyways, I should focus on the victim's body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks's head. Could this be the cause of death? Appears to have been struck very hard. Even his glasses are broken. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Hope he won't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. Looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. I wonder what was hanging off of this lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. I could just put my finger on it. Yeah, he had his cell phone on the lanyard, so where to go?
Eureka!
Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Miss Tenero. So I guess because it's not here. Yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killers took it. There's some spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Someone was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean that up or someone might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. Why is this important piece of evidence in the scene? Yeah, some footprints here.
Take that!
What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they're a set of footprints. So you think, yes, these belong to our killer. Oh, maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class. I don't think that will be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. Oh, I see. Yeah. True, there wasn't anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. But if the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then that's a different story. A statue with blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out. Yes? What is it? The way the blood is on this, looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Well, aren't we deserving of the Master of the Obvious title? Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think it's worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it. I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps Master of the Oblivious would be more befitting. I have it. I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. What? Really? Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footsteps here confess to me this very fact, that someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person. But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself? But if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless. Which means Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, our first investigation is done, so let's finish up the first part next time. Yeah. Interesting though, isn't it? Yeah, it's very interesting. I like Ace Attorney. All the cases will get complicated, but they're cool. Require a lot of thought process if you're not using a walkthrough or anything like that. Yeah, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and comment and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and Ko-Fi and Twitter/X. The next episode will finish up the first part of Turnabout Airlines. Yeah, so look forward to that and peace off.